events different than maybe a typical corporate event?
So one, and which is always the most glaring, is budget. The budget that comes from the government events are also tax dollars. So we have to be very mindful of what we are doing with the federal tax dollars. With that, we have restrictions. We can have production, but we have to be careful on how much production it is. It just can't be gratuitous. I hate to call production gratuitous, but there are times when you're not going to see pyro and any types of major special effects at a government event unless there's something that absolutely calls for it. But you will see some of those incredible special effects at some of your corporate and your entertainment events. You also have to be very cognizant of how you work with food and beverage. Each agency is different in terms of how they work with food and beverage, but the general rule of thumb is we cannot have food and beverage as a line item for our events. So people that aren't in this world, when I say that, they're like, what do you mean we can't feed people at events? Like, no, technically we can't. But there are ways that we are able to work with that and get around it. I hate to say get around it, but there are ways that we're able to get around it. We also cannot solicit sponsorship. That's a major thing that a lot of people don't realize. It's a conflict of interest in terms of using that with government funds. So those are the three main things that we usually have to get over. And then there's, some certain things do become political, but I think that's with any industry that you're in, whether it's the public or private sector.